to both of us. We build it up, build it up. Now it's time we build it up, build it up, build it up. Now it's time we build it up, build it up. Now it's time we build it up, build it up, build it up. Now it's time we build it up.
Loving you got nothing. Cause your past done stripped you up in perfect timing. Too much time I give and lies I am, but I stay here. Cause the time we share is so revealing. I'll treat you right, I will. I'll treat you right, I will. Just tell me you'll stay silent. You ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you'll stay silent. Anytime we see things through. Just tell me you'll stay silent. Talking to when you feel lonely, I've been thinking you're the only one I let control me. I've been drinking so much drugs in me, I'm never sober. I've been missing you so much, I'm scared of starting over. What's it gonna take for me to have you to myself? It's easy to have anyone, I don't want no one else. What's it gonna take for me to keep you to myself? It's easier to be alone if I was something else. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime we see things through. Just tell me you stay silent. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime we see things through. Just tell me you stay silent. Show me silence.
It's your boy Killer Kel, man. Shout out my man DJ Nate Cheese, man. The music mix out. On Blockwood Radio, man. All over the world, man. It's one of my number one DJs, man. You gotta come out and fuck with him.
Y'all know me, I be rolling, man. I get my shot, I be rolling them yeah. Man, I pop my thing, y'all do your thing, I be rolling on them yeah. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, and you got your yeah. And then they got a fair yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Should've given me the glare yeah. So I'm feeling like a share yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Should've given me the glare yeah. So I'm feeling like a share yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Tell these niggas we ain't scared yeah. Ain't a nigga out of fair yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. I pull up in the yeah. Tell these niggas yeah. Tell them say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Shorty got yeah. Shorty got yeah. Give me that yeah. Give me that yeah. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Hopping on the yeah. Shorty on the yeah. Giving me the yeah. Talking with the yeah. Just with the yeah. Quite I got the yeah. And then they got a fair yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Pull up to the yeah. Shorty giving me the glare yeah. So I bend it like a chair yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah.
You built but baby, fuck on running it up. Cut this shit that life for real. You a real bitch, ain't giving it up. Can nobody take my place, baby? I'm the one you love. Can nobody make it rain, baby? You know I'm enough. And we in 100 plus, flying in that two-seater. Doing fat, driving back. All them niggas that ain't on up. You my boy, give me what? Me a bitch, she really tough. You the one I really judge. Make her think I'm so many dogs. You know you look good. You got it on some pretty. I ain't never had no bitch that treat me how you treat me. Putting that all on my name and hope that you gon' leave me. I can't live without your love. Baby, you can bleed me. Leave me. Two-seaters, you and me. She my baby, call me my beauty. She's so perfect like she made for me, yeah. Never ever let them come between. They ain't the same as my baby. They wanna take her place. No, they ain't the game that I play. She my baby, call me my beauty. Good morning from your favorite. Good morning from your favorite yoga soldier, aka the yoga broad, Nelly, coming to you straight from the G Show.
She got the camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm tryna hunch that. Camel toe with the humpback. Camel toe with the humpback. She got a camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm tryna hunch that. With the bike and shorts like a teaser, nigga. Cause she know how bad I really want that. Now I think it's time you let me beat it up. Cause it's overdue, I'm talking months past. Take it to the crib since you wanna kick it. We can do this shit like a run back. Talking hands up, touchdown. Give me that, this a rundown. Heard what y'all kept asking for, so I'm giving y'all what you want now. Like hands up, down. Look at the score, I'm up now. Juked up, I'm bust down. I bet she want me to fuck now. She want the weed, the cheese, the keys. Pull up to her mama, so leave the seeds. She get a rush from taking the risk, and she do whatever to be with me. Feel like I'm racing when we in the Porsche. We doing the beam like Need for Speed. Shorty gon' drop me when we on the drill and get me so close I don't need the beam. Stamina good, I don't need the bees. But fuck her like I'm on 230s. Shake her hips, sis on some Philly shit. But this bitch is from New Jersey. She asks, do I know too rare? I'm like, no, bitch, can too sturdy. Watch cost like 80 bands, so my wrist worth like 2 birdies. I know you heard me, I ain't whisper. She gave me head and I ain't kiss her. 2 chicks that I been hit still fight each other like they ain't sisters. Same mom and the same dad. Ask for time that I ain't had. I ain't seen her in like 2 years, and she's surprised that I ain't miss her, but I ain't diss her. I keep it a stack with you. Long as you keep it a stack with me, this ain't a bust down from the jeweler. These are the diamonds that came out the factory. I can get you rocked by a young boy. Got shooters that still go to mastery. No limits when I'm in this tank, and it's camouflage like a masterpiece. She got a camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm tryna hunch that. With the biker shorts like the teaser, nigga. Cause you know how bad I really want that. Now I think it's time you let me beat it up. Cause it's overdue, I'm talking months past. Take it to the crib.
Ooh, good morning, world. Good morning. I couldn't stop the music until my guy Kane Black song came on. Shout out to DJ Nizzy Nate for that awesome mix. You are now tuned into the Thinking Outside the Box podcast, people, powered by Glockaware. Shout out to Glockaware, shout out to Toucan for providing this platform and this opportunity. Good morning, sis. Good morning, everybody that's tuned in on YouTube. Good morning, everybody that is good morning to everybody that's tuned in, whether it be on the Glockaware app, or YouTube or Twitch. We're on all platforms, people, so make sure you download those apps. Download the Glockaware app, view, like, share, subscribe on YouTube. You can also call the Glock line. I think that thing's still active. It's 267-888-6019. You can chat with me live if you want. Chat with me on YouTube. So listen, today is Wednesday, hump day, my day. It looks a little different, you know. I don't have my co-host up here with me. Shout out to Chef. I appreciate him for holding me down as a co-host when he could, but he's no longer here with me on the Thinking Outside the Box podcast. I wish him nothing but the best. He has some podcasts that he's going to be starting himself, and he's actually going to be pursuing some of his culinary endeavors, and I wish him nothing but the best. So
If y'all want to be impromptu little co-host and pull up on me, feel free to do so. I got seats available. You can come up here and just talk your shit with me. But you know I got to start my show the way that I start my show every Wednesday, people. And now for all you flowerific journeyers who used to share this meditation with Chef, just share it with me. Still spark up your Dutch, still grab your lighters, still grab your L's, and get ready for this meditation, shall we? Soften your gaze and allow your eyes to come to a gentle close. If you're driving, just focus in your car or wherever you are. If you're at your desk at work, take a few breaths in through the nose and exhale. Cleanse, detox, and release, and allow the air to cross the lips as it exits the body. Take another healing breath in through the nose. Exhale, cleanse, detox, and release anything from the mind, body, and spirit that is taking up space and serves no purpose. As we prepare to come into this conversation or preparing for this day and this week, just allow this meditation to serve its purpose for you. I'm not even going to give you too much to meditate on. I just want you to just clear your mind and your heart, release any heavy weight. And that's it, people. Hello. Good morning. I had a great morning so far. Shout out to iRide, shout out to RC Building Services. Yes. Got some people tuned in. So yeah, this feels a little different. I haven't been up here by myself in a while, but it feels good nonetheless. I'm grateful that you guys are tuned in with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with your girl. So I'm going to talk about some things. I have some things coming up. I have some things that I'm doing in the community. As you all know, they don't call me the yoga soldier for nothing, right? I'm the yoga soldier. I do yoga. That's what I do. I just got finished teaching this morning at the Y at 51st and Chestnut. I'm there every day, people. So if you want to know what the yoga soldier really does, and you can get a membership at the Y, feel free to pull up on me. My class is always available. It's always looking for new people to come and share in this yoga journey with me. I'm at the Y every day, Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 a.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 a.m., and Friday at 8 a.m. I'm also there for your kiddies, people. So I teach gymnastics, tumbling to the little ones. I'm there every Wednesday evening from 6 to 8. You can sign your kids up if they're ages, I think, 6 to 10, I believe. You can sign your children up for the gymnastics class. I'm also there on Saturday mornings from 12 to 2. You can bring your little kiddies at that time. But I want to dive into the Y Achievers program that I am in charge of running. Thank you to my supervisor, Tish, who put this opportunity in my lap. Shout out to Quan. Shout out to the YMCA in general. It is called Y Achievers. It is a mentorship program for our high school students. It's actually going to be for high school students as well as middle school aged kids. However, we're starting with the high school students first. It's every Thursday evening from 5:30 to 7. It is free. If you have high school kids yourself or you have relatives that are in high school, I'm in the West Philly area. If they don't mind traveling, please send your kids to this program. It's going to be an awesome, awesome program. My mission is to inspire the youth. I think the youth catch a bad rap. I feel like they don't get a fair shot. They're prejudged, misjudged. I'm trying to change the narrative for our youth. Shout out to Sister Talia and shout out to Jeru, who showed up for me last Thursday. My first day of the Y Achievers program was a huge success. I'm so proud of how the first night went. Shout out to Mike Greenwich also, who is helping me to do press with this. I'm going to hopefully be able to land an interview with Fox 29. Thank you to Mike Greenwich. Thank you to my village. This is why my show is subtitled Village Conversations. A lot of you don't really know that because I haven't said it in a while. Good morning, Tiff. Good morning, Luch. Good morning, Paulie. Good morning, Rise. but it is village conversations, and basically I want to try to just get these youth to dive into their passion, figure out what their passion is. Half of the kids in the room that night didn't know what a passion was. They didn't know what talents they possess. So I'm trying to help them to discover who they are. Job readiness is important. Learning how to get a job, learning how to interview, learning how to build your resume. So we're going to build future self resumes as well as current self resumes. We're going to go on field trips. Fuck you. Yeah, Kane Black just walked in the building, people. So it's all I'm trying to change the narrative for my community, because I feel like a lot of us adults, all we do is complain about how bad these kids are, how disrespectful they are. But what are we doing to pour into them? And I'm trying to be that person to pour into the youth. Also, we're going to take them on trips. Like I said, I want to expose the kids, take them out of the city. A lot of our children, all they know is Philly. They've never been anywhere outside of the city, let alone the state. I also want to take them to fine dining restaurants. Some of them only eat cheesesteaks and pizza and Chinese food because that's what's in our neighborhoods.
I feel attacked.
No, you shouldn't. You should feel empowered and inspired. And I would love for you to also be a mentor too, because you look like the youth. You are relatable. I have some kids that want to rap. They want, like, I feel like you can inspire the youth. Sometimes adults can be a little out of touch, and kids can't really connect with adults who act like they've never really been through anything. Renegades. So before I just keep rambling, what's up, Kane?
I'm up. I don't know how, but I'm up. It's fucking early.
Yeah, because you love me, dog.
Yeah, I owe you a lot.
You love me, and I love you so much. Thank you for showing up for me, bro.
Of course.
So yeah, I just want to I want to change my community one kid at a time if I can. I'm going to be providing them with job opportunities at the Y. They're also going to have opportunities to get free memberships, CPR and first aid certifications, as well as what else am I going to be doing for these kids? A whole lot.
Yoga.
Of course, yoga is definitely a part of it because they have to learn mindfulness, coping mechanisms. Hey, Kiki. So all kinds of things, right? Pretty much. So that's the Y Achievers program. You can follow me on my Instagram page. I did post the flyer. You can scan the QR code, share it with your family members. Just try to get as many kids in these seats as we can, because the more kids I have in this program, the more funding I'm going to get for this program, the more equipment I can get. I want to get video equipment, podcast equipment, all kinds of stuff for these kids. And the only way I'm going to get it is to have some butts in those seats. So send your nieces, nephews, grandchildren, children, get them out there to me.
We gonna do outreach on the fucking subway platforms. That's where all the kids at.
On the subway.
They on the platforms at every station at the school.
They definitely are. That's a great approach, King.
Yeah, hell yeah. Cause they gotta get the fuck out of there. Somebody got last week. We was here 2 weeks ago, matter of fact, and we was leaving, and like literally 5 minutes before we got there. Luckily, we ain't leave early. So we'd have been in the middle of them shooting that on the fucking platform.
What? Where?
On 15th Street.
Shut up.
With the L run that, and I think
that's the route I take every day.
Yeah, I don't know if it happened. I think the guy might have been an innocent bystander. I don't know if they shot him on purpose or he was an innocent bystander, but they shot him in the head.
What?
He was on life support for like 4 days before they had to pull him off.
Oh,
but yeah, that's why you gotta get these young boys to the motherfucking right program.
Yeah. And the thing about this mentoring program, like I said, I want people who are credible. I want people who are passionate. I want people who are willing to be transparent and also be consistent. I feel like this mentor program is only really going to be effective because we only meet once a week, right? But I want people who are willing to volunteer their time, volunteer their patience, Shout out to Paulie. I definitely want to inspire these kids. It's not too many people get to see a female DJ. Shout out to Paulie B. She is a sick ass female DJ right here in the city.
They said he was 15.
15. My God.
And he wasn't getting on the train, though. I can't say that. He might have been down there not starting the trouble, or the bullet might not have been meant for him. But they be down there hanging out, smoking weed, trying to get the girls.
That is so sad. My heart goes out to that family, and no one should lose their life, especially senseless like that. And that's scary because that's the route that I take every day. I just was on the L and at 15th Street and then on a Broad Street line to get here. So it can happen to any of us. And this is why I want to do this program. So another component of this Y Achievers program is going to be getting people like myself and you and other people who are willing to volunteer their time to connect with these kids. I want to partner them with their own individual advocate, I'll say. Because Jeru, shout out to Jeru, he educated me on the word mentor, and it's context. Yeah. So I'm trying to stop saying the word mentor and say advocate. So I want to create an accountability advocates for these kids. People who are willing to give them your phone number, give them your Instagram, give them a way for them to contact you. Because meeting with a kid once a week, they're going to go through shit Sunday to
whole week.
Exactly. So what do they do then? Do they just hold that in until we meet on Thursday? No. I want people that they can relate to, someone that they have something in common with. So if I have a kid that raps, I want to pair them with someone who also is into music or engineering or some type of sort, or someone who wants to be in the medical field. I want to pair them with a nurse or a doctor or a physical therapist, someone that's in the medical field. If someone wants to be a lawyer, I want to pair them with someone that's in the legal field. I want to make it make sense, because I think the issue that our youth have, and I know from me, they don't have things to do. They don't have outlets. When I was young, we even had a kiddie club. Shout out to Bobby Dancer. We had dances. We had a kiddie club, and it was awesome. I never got shot. I never had any situations like that. So we got to get back to that. We got to get back to making sure these kids they're bored. They don't have anything to do. And like Jeru said yesterday, it was like, what are we doing as the adults? We created this space and this environment that these kids are now suffering in.
We gotta say something too, cause I don't want to say unqualified, but a lot of people having kids that shouldn't.
There's no parents out here.
Yeah, the parenting is getting
that's the problem
too.
There is no parenting going on. It's literally just kids having kids. Yep. And I was a kid who had a kid, but I was raised by my grandmother. So a lot of, shout out to you, Jordan, a lot of my ways of raising my kids came from my grandmother. Mm-hmm. So I was a little old fashioned in my approach a little bit, and I was a parent. A hands-on parent. My kids' teachers knew me. My neighbors knew my kids. Like, I literally believe in that it takes a village mentality. I'm not one of those parents where if you see my kid doing some fuck shit, oh, you better not say nothing to my child. No, you better say something to my child. You better say something to my child. If my child is on the bus cussing and acting a fool and you know me, you better turn around and say, excuse me.
You know I ain't gonna let him be on no motherfucking bus cursing nobody.
Like, but these kids don't have that level of respect for their elders, even if they don't know them. Like, I be on the bus cringing sometimes. Like, I be wanting to turn around and say, if y'all don't fucking stop cursing, and right the fuck now. Which is crazy, because now they would look at me like, but you cursing at us. But, like, it is... I don't know. It's crazy to me.
That's how confused they is, right? I was just on the train, right? It was I ain't gonna call her a little girl because she was a big girl. She might not have been a woman, but she seemed like a kid, but she was big. Mm-hmm. And she on the phone, this motherfucker trying to bag me. I'm that. And she's so confused because she got like a hole in her coat. She got on mismatched socks. Like this directly from parenting, because they used to say, Make sure you got on clean drawers and clean socks
Mm-hmm.
in case your ass got be
Mm-hmm.
rushed to the
Hospital.
hospital.
Don't have no holes in your drawers.
You don't want to be out there with no dirty
Yeah.
socks and they coming in and identify you. They like, yeah, I know them socks. That's my son's socks.
I don't know what I feel like. It's the culture. Like these kids, it's the sexy red and the fuckboy culture. Like it's okay to be stupid. It's okay to be ratchet. It's okay to be ignorant. It's not okay to be smart anymore. Like I don't get that. Like oh God, like sexy red, shout out to you. I'm not hating on you by no means. I promise I'm not. But God, girl,
Ski.
like I feel like she just tries to up herself all the like how more fucked up can I get? How more ratchet can I be? And then these girls want to be bad bitches, but what is a bad bitch?
I just want to ask y'all, what y'all gonna do at 40
Mm.
when y'all 200 niggas in, 200 niggas done fucked y'all,
Mm.
cut y'all checks, all that, but y'all 40 years old now.
Mm.
That pussy beat all the way down.
Worn out.
Your fucking mind is fucked up because you done had so many men in and out your life.
Yeah.
Like, what y'all gonna do? Is y'all like expecting to die at 30?
Right.
The life expectancy, I don't mean like the actual number. I'm talking about like in these
I
kids'
honestly
mind.
think that they don't look to grow
can't.
old.
You
If you
can't.
look at even their rappers, like I feel like they find like honor in dying young. Like
I was a fucked up individual like that as a kid. I didn't know. We thought we was all gonna die at one age, 16.
really,
So when we got 17,
that
we
was a
like, oh,
milestone.
what the fuck?
I wasn't
we
planning.
fucking up.
I didn't have no plans for my life after
Yeah.
16. But
We
that's
fucked
real
up.
shit though, Kane. These kids still think that way. These kids still think that
When they
way.
got younger, they think they gonna die at 14. now,
Yeah.
13.
Real rap.
Like that young boy, 15, shot just for being
Who
around.
was saying something to me the other day and they was saying something to a kid that was 12 years old. Was it you? I don't know who it was. They said they had the cop or something had walked up to a kid. They was only 12 years old and he had a gun on him. And the cop was like, "Why do you have this gun on you?" He was like, "I need it for protection for me and my mom. I gotta protect my mom." At 12. At 12. The cop was fucked up like, oh shit. Like, okay, he still had to take the gun from the young boy, but that's the world that our kids are living in. And then that 12-year-old is really taking the place of a man already at 12. He's already like, I gotta take care of my mom at 12.
Cause it goes down to not knowing your partner or who your co-parent. Y'all gotta realize some of these men, not to just bash men, but some of us is unresponsible. We all know how to bust a nut, but it's about what you gonna do when that stomach get big. Niggas get scared of that big stomach out here, and they run away. They don't want to take care of no kids. They ain't even in a position to take care of themselves.
Taking care of themselves, let alone raising a child. But that's a problem too. There aren't enough father figures, solid father figures for these children, which is another reason why this mentor program is very, very essential and important. Some of the guests that I had come and speak to them, and I even noticed their body language change when the boxer, his last name is Lundy.
Oh,
huh?
I mean
Hank Lundy. There we go. He came, and
that's the hammer. That's my guy.
Him and the guy who owns something promotions. Hold on. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But they came and just their outer exterior, right? Very rough looking, right? Looked like straight from North Philly. The one guy who is a business owner and entrepreneur had tats on his face. You could tell he'd been through some shit, right?
Puerto Rican guy?
No, black guy. I'm about to tell you. His something promotion. His name is, hold on. Sadat. And his company, So basically, I think he does boxing promotion and stuff
Okay.
for Hank.
Okay.
So,
Matchmaker.
huh?
The matchmaker.
Right. So anyway, his name was Sadat. But I could see the young men in the room's posture, demeanor change. Because now there was a little bit of a level of fear too.
Yeah, because he'll whoop your fucking ass.
You understand what I'm
Him and
saying?
Hank like 6'4", heavyweight.
No, Hank kind of short. But the dude that was with him was tall.
I keep thinking about Paul.
You might be thinking about Sadat.
Paul Coon. No, I'm thinking about Paul Coon.
Okay. But
Hammer and Hank are heavyweight too.
he's husky now.
He'll beat you the fuck
He
up.
actually shout out to Hank Lundy. He has a fight coming up. And he did invite our kids. I hope he keeps his word and gives us some tickets so we can come and support and watch him at his boxing match at the Leah Court Center. But just having those men in the room to talk to those young men was so effective.
Yeah.
Cause you could, like, when I was talking to him, this was the body language, like, kind of.
Nobody trying to hear that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of uninterested, like, and when I asked them their names, they like mumbling and shit.
My name Killer.
But then
Killer
when
B.
Sadat said something, he was like, "Yo, young boy, what you want to be?" Now you sitting up straight. Now your shoulders back. Now you like, oh, okay. So, but they need more of that. They need more of that. They don't have these men to make them men.
And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing: y'all don't want to get that in jail. It's gonna be somebody like when you were your little kid and you come through them jails, they gonna talk to you like that too.
Shout out to OG Law. I'm gonna reach out to you, OG Law. If you're watching this or somebody that knows OG Law is watching this, please connect me with him. I'm gonna reach out to him on Instagram.
I can connect you with OG Law. That's my
please.
That's my
I want him to come to the Y. Shout out to this man. Like, we don't have a whole lot of people in the city that's passionate about our youth and about our city, but this man, he takes passion to a whole nother level. If you've ever been in Philly and you seen the casket, when he used to do the casket rolling down the street, that shit used to give me chills. Like, I kind of want him to do that at the Y. Like, bring that fucking casket to the Y.
No, that's dramatic.
No, but it's real. How many of our kids have buried their friends? How many of our kids know somebody in their class or that they were friends with that's no longer here?
He could do the same. He make his point. He don't gotta bring the casket.
I love that casket. That shit is real. It don't get no more real. Either that or the traveling gel.
He got the gel, yeah, that's it though.
The traveling gel is effective too. Shout out to you, DJ Nizzy Nate. So I want people like that. I feel like our kids need to be a little scared straight a little bit. You know, like they don't fear death in jail like they should.
They need some religion too. They need some God. They ain't fearing of God.
But they took God out of schools. We used to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God. We don't say that in schools anymore. I don't even think kids know the Pledge of Allegiance.
No, that's because some people is atheists.
Yes.
Get some God in your life, please.
People who are in our school districts are atheists, and that's probably the reason why they voted to take God out of schools, prayer out of schools. There's nothing wrong with praying or meditating, learning how to calm your mind and seek refuge in a higher power. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's so many different religions out here now that I feel like maybe people just don't believe in religion like that anymore. There's so many fraudulent pastors and churches, like people just capitalizing off of religion versus really being pillars in the community. So I challenge our churches also to do more in your community. Because we're the only ones that can change it. We're the only ones that can change the face of our community ourselves. We can't wait for anybody that lives outside of our community to come in and help our kids. It's not going to happen. No one is going to save us. We have to save ourselves. That's it. If we don't, we're going to continue on this path that we're on. Shout out to the people I met yesterday at Jeru's show. I was here sitting in at the Philly Service Announcement show yesterday. And he had an awesome young lady. Her name is Deja Bay. and she's starting a podcast, her and some of her other young peer colleagues, with the House of Emoja. Shout out to those ladies who are running that I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all are listening on the radio, I'm sorry. My big sis just pulled up on me. Hey! Thank you. So I forgot what I was saying. I got so excited, I forgot the hell I was saying. Sorry. That's okay. Damn it. Oh, the little girl, Deja Bay. She was on Jeru's show yesterday, and they're starting a podcast. And I love the concept of it because, you know, we all do our shows and we do our podcast. And a lot of times we talk about fuckery. A lot of times we talk about negative shit. We talk about all the bad things, celebrity gossip and all that stuff. Well, she put a different spin on it, and she's doing a podcast called The Good News Report. And the concept is, yeah, like these kids. And I love that for the kids, right? I love that for them because everything around them is saturated in negativity. So for her to say, well, we hear enough negative things. Let's change the narrative and do a good news report. And it was cool because she mentioned Common has a book. He was on the Jennifer Hudson show. Him and Jennifer Hudson are an item now. And Jeru.
Damn, my man Common moves.
Yeah, he floats around. He floats around. But he floats around with real bad bitches.
He the male Lori Harvey. Don't nobody speak on it.
He is definitely the male Lori Harvey.
No, she
real.
she the
female Common, right? Because
she been doing this shit since like 9-5.
Yeah, he done had them all. Well, now he's with Jennifer, and apparently Jeru, who lives under a rock, didn't know any of this. So it was good news for him. So he invited the young lady to come back and be a co-host on his show and do her own little segment. But even that was profound because it's like, okay, you want to be a podcast host, but even her approach, she has to work on because you can't be shy.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, you can't be shy.
You can't be shy. Like, you can't be up here like,
look at Lucci Tote, for example.
To say?
She used to be like, get your Lucci Tote. There, she be in his mouth.
Yeah, right. Shout out to
9
Lucci.
o'clock in the morning.
9 in the morning. Turned up. So, you know, I just encourage these youth. I would love for you to be able to pull up on me one day, Raj. You are a wealth of knowledge. You know so much about so much.
I know, I was listening to y'all and I was like, I'm gonna pop in and play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay.
Because especially when you were talking about Sexy Red, and I was just like, because for instance, I remember watching Lotto on a rap game. It was hard for me to accept that she was an adult.
Oh my God, it was.
Rapping about her coochie all day.
Rapping about her coochie, yes.
But she's an adult.
But she's grown.
And you know, Sexy Red is an adult.
Yeah.
I think the problem is these people, and a lot of it, like you said, is parenting. There aren't many parents who are parenting these days.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to, if you're going to allow your children to be exposed to these things, you have to be able to be there to kind of tell them the right and the wrong of it.
Have the discussion.
So, like, I still have young children at home, and, you know, sometimes my kids, I irk my kids. 'Cause sometimes I act younger than them. And
some of their moms are Sexy Red.
Correct.
Listen,
so
I
if you're
love the ratchet side.
if you're, and there's a time and a place for all of that.
Absolutely.
Like I have a daughter, and it's funny because I always acknowledged the double standard existing, but I became a perpetuator of the double standard when I had a daughter because I had 2 sons before my daughter, and there's a lot of things like listen, it's not even just let her do. Like just the basic things when she was being potty trained. You know, you buy the underwear with the days of the week. Well, one of the days had a cookie on the front. And I know that for some people, slang for coochie is cookie.
cookie.
Nah, don't put that on my daughter if she going to daycare and she got a male teacher.
Yeah.
No, she
Yeah.
can't be wearing a cookie on her underwear. Just like things like that. So like a lot of the kids, like if you're going to allow your kids to be exposed to that, you have to be there to explain to them, she's an adult. Like I know past Halloween, I saw people letting their kids dress up as Sexy Red. I would never.
Oh my God.
I would
I would
never.
never. No. You're not dressing up.
Never.
Somebody
Like
had a birthday party for their kid, and the idea for the kid was to dress up as celebrities. I didn't see nobody dress up as Sexy Red, but I seen Krishan Rock.
Right.
I seen
Who's
Lil'
ratchet too?
Kim.
I saw that not only just for Halloween, but there's some schools across the country where on senior picture day, if you're a senior, you get to take your photo ID as whoever. So like, yeah, I've seen pictures of people dressed like Young Thug, Future, Sexy Red. This is your school ID for the entire school year.
I mean, listen.
The girl had the red wig and the glasses. The crazy thing
listen,
is, she was cute. She looked just like Sexy Red, but I'm just like, is that, 7 years from graduating high school, what are you going to look back and say about that?
Exactly.
Like, and then I heard Kane say, well, what are you going to do when you're 40? I mean, a lot of these women, shoot, Lil' Kim is past 40, and I don't need to see her perform at this point. She ain't got it no more. She don't look like the Lil' Kim that we knew and loved.
No, I don't know who that face is.
But when you're in your 20s, like most things are age appropriate. Now I'm not saying this age appropriate to go out talking about your vagina all day. However, when you're in your 20s and starting to know yourself and starting to know who you are as a person, as a sexual being, a lot of times, and you're influenced by your favorite rappers, a lot of the times that is how it comes out. And then you change.
Yeah.
Like people go through phases and people change. Like that was one of my biggest struggles as a person with knowledge of self, being a righteous person, being a 5%er. Is like, I like short shorts. I like crop tops. But you're supposed to be covered 3/4.
Right. Yeah.
Well, listen, I could put on shorts. I just balance it out. If I wear shorts, I won't wear a crop top. The shirt will actually meet the top of my pants.
Gotcha.
If I wear a crop top, I'm probably going to have on pants,
Yeah, I like my buns out. As soon as the sun's out, promise.
Listen, I'm not wearing a burqa to the beach. Like, I'm definitely going to put on a bathing suit, and usually it has two pieces.
Out, sun's out, buns out. I promise you.
But that doesn't mean that you're trying to advertise or participate in the more salacious part of the culture.
Right.
No, some people like their body. Some people want that shit shown. I can understand
Have you got
a little bit.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, but not when you're 12 and 13.
oh
and
no,
you don't
fuck
even
no,
know.
hell no, hell
You don't
no,
even have
hell
an
no.
idea of what that means and what that
no.
message is sending to other
because
people.
I have that conversation with my daughters. Like, I can handle the attention that comes my way when I wear a sheer shirt or booty shorts that are like denim panties. I can handle the attention. So I didn't let I didn't even let my daughters wear lipstick. Mm-hmm. They could wear lip gloss.
Right.
But you're not wearing lipstick. Sit down. No. Now, my daughter, who's now 17, she's all into makeup. I just started letting her wear makeup. But when how she applies it, it still looks like a natural face. Like, she's not sitting up here. She doesn't wear fake lashes. We ain't doing all that. I just started letting her wear weaves as of her 16th birthday. So I do pump my kids' brakes. Mm-hmm. Now, with some shit I'm also aware of the fact that I can't shield them from, because they have phones, they have access to the internet. They can listen to this music that I can sit up here and say all day, oh, you can't listen to that. They're going to listen to it. And I listen to it with them. At this point, like, now that my kids are all damn near grown with the exception of my youngest now, I listen to that music with them. Because
as you should.
I want to know what the music is talking about. I want to also still be able to, in some level, relate to my kid and be able to get on their level. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I just sit up here and constantly bash their music like my parent used to do, that creates the disconnect. Mm-hmm.
And I think the whole parenting is a reflection of how they were parented.
Right.
Like, my parents never bashed the music I listened to. My father took me to my first rap concert. Like, he took me. It was his first and last. He was like, it's too loud for me. Like, this is not my thing. But my father also listens to rap. Like, he's a preacher that when I've gone to his church, like, I'm sitting there halfway paying attention. And then I look to my sisters and I'm like, did this nigga just quote Biggie up there in the pulpit?
Yeah, they be snapping
because this is how he gets the young people.
Quoting from the book of Jigga.
Quoting from the book of Jay-Z for sure. Like, you have to be able to meet the kids on their level, but without being on their level.
Yes.
Like, I'm very friendly toward my children, but they know that I am not their friend.
I'm not.
I'm not a person that runs around calling any of my kids my broke best friends.
I do say that about my daughter.
And because I don't even want to be their best friend.
Yeah, I do say that about my daughter, but she knows I'm not her friend.
Right. I want you to find a best friend. I want to be your best parent.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be your best friend. I can be friendly to you. I can give you friendly advice. I can help you navigate your friendships. But at the end of the day, if I keep in the vein of being a friend, you're going to forget at some point that I'm your parent. Mom. Then when I bust you in the mouth, that's the only thing that's going to make you remember.
There you go.
I think the internet giving the youth too much information.
For sure.
Them smart. Even with, like, my niece, she's the smartest 3-year-old I ever fucking met. Like, know all colors, know how to count to like 50, know how to talk very proper. And we didn't teach her that fully. She learned that from, she getting on our nerves. Let's put Coco Melon on.
Mm-hmm.
Sit in front of something that's
But shit, I be hearing even that fucking Coco Melon. I was talking to this lady. Her son is young, and she's I think an African lady. She was saying how Coco Melon. I'm good. She was saying how Coco Melon taught her son to kind of like start opening doors and just walking outside.
Yeah, that's what I said. The information that they get.
But he was outside by himself and almost got hit by a car. And she didn't even know. First of all,
it's not always good.
Parents, don't sit your kids in front of the tablet or in front of the TV and then you in another room. Or you upstairs and they downstairs. Because how you didn't know that your kid wasn't even in the house?
Yeah, that sad to say, that happened to me before. I was on a job interview in my bedroom. Now, this is the worst part about it. My older sister, she's 7 years older than me, right? So, and my daughter was about going on 2.
Okay.
So this was like 11 years ago.
Okay.
I'm in my bedroom on an interview, a virtual interview. So this is why I cannot pay attention to my child. But my older sister's there. You're the responsible adult. As well as her older brothers and my nephew. I come out my interview. Where the hell is my daughter? So I start panicking because everybody, I'm thinking they playing, they joking. Nobody really knows who this baby is because nobody's paying attention. She done went outside in just a diaper. Now, I live in a very mixed neighborhood. Okay. At the time, I lived in Spring Garden. So there was mostly white people on my block. So when I open my front door, because that's my first thing when I notice the door is unlocked, I go downstairs. I see the door to the apartment is shut. The front door is kind of cracked. And I run down the stairs because I'm just assuming she went outside and locked herself out. She wasn't going to move off the step. But here's my baby outside in the diaper with this white woman with a blanket. And you know what she did?
Called the police.
Because that was the next person I saw, the officer with picking my baby up. And I'm frantic. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she went outside. So I'm telling the cop, I'm like, listen, I'm trying to figure out. He was like, no, it's okay. I see you're upset. Things happen. I said, no. Shit like this are not supposed to happen. I said, I'm in my bedroom on a job interview, door closed, and there's 3 other people in the house. One is an adult. Don't tell me things happen. And that's really the only reason why he didn't open the DHS case, because I was upset. Because trust me, the white lady was pushing for it.
Yeah,
because she wanted to know why I don't know my daughter just outside in a diaper.
Bye, white bitch.
Right, and I'm just explaining, like, he was like, no, clearly you're upset. Because I'm like, I'm mad at my sister because why is this happening?
Yeah.
And kids are resourceful. You know, when we were younger, we had to go look it up. That was my mom's favorite shit to say. Look it up.
Now, we couldn't go on it.
Encyclopedia.
What?
They don't even know. They don't even know what a
My mom ordered the set.
dictionary is.
Nigga,
She ordered the set.
A was this big.
Yes.
From AA to AI was
Yes,
this
was
big.
that
Then you gotta
fucking
go
big.
get from AI to AK, and it's this big.
Yep.
Listen, nowadays kids, all they gotta do is go on the internet. They don't have to know how to spell shit. They hit the microphone and they say, "Tell me more about XYZ."
They got this thing called AI chat.
GPT.
Can I tell you something funny about the microphone? Mom tell a kid, Chuck E. Cheese closed. We can't go to Chuck E. Cheese.
That motherfucker
Chuck
looked
E.
it up,
Cheese
didn't he?
closed.
Didn't he look it up? Told her the shit open from 9 to 9. You can't.
Mom, you was a motherfucking liar.
You can't lie to a child in this information
I just check
age.
my own self.
Yeah, you can't lie to a child in this
kid, like
information
like a 4-year-old or something. Check the fucking. I don't know if I seen this on the internet or if I seen it in reality. I can't remember where the fuck I seen it.
I think on the internet because I saw.
You might have seen
I
it
seen
too.
that shit too.
All right, so it's
All on
internet.
Instagram and TikTok.
But the motherfucker said, "Mom, this shit."
I'd have been like,
I don't give a fuck what that
And
goddamn
even
phone
like
say.
he was
It's
like,
closed.
it's open.
It's closed,
But
goddamn
that's
it.
what I'm saying about the information that these kids can get from the internet. Now they can challenge their parents.
Yeah.
And you know
Mom
what?
Dukes used to lie to me too.
I actually I've always encouraged my kids to challenge me. I would tell them, I will never tell you I told you so or because I said so. And if I say that, ask me again why. Because do everything with a reason. Like and I would tell them, even if you're going to get in trouble, I need to know the reason. If I ask you why you did something, please don't tell me I don't know. That's going to send me into a tizzy. I'm raising y'all to be intelligent beings. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you are the maker, the owner, like my sons. I'm telling you, you are God. My children's name are all God in some
I'm about
way
to
or
say
form.
they all have superhero
So
names.
if you tell me I don't know, I'm going to lose my whole shit. So even if it's because I want to at that moment, because then we can have a conversation about how your emotions get you in trouble doing things in the moment. But and a lot of parents, like you said, don't just put them in front of the tablet and leave them be. I have regulate like the family link. See, we got these $1,500 phones and don't nobody use them to their full potential.
I know.
If your child has an Android, and I'm sure it's on iPhones too, you can download an app called Family Link.
Family Link. Okay.
Family Link for Google, and you can turn that bitch on and off when you want. You can make it only contact who you want. You can make it so they can't get text. They can only get phone. Oh, my daughter's phone is off during the school hours. She can't do anything but make calls and receive calls. And if she ain't doing something that she's supposed to do, like if she's doing something, like I need her to clean her room, I just moved her phone off.
That's
Phone just
fire.
off. I don't care what you was listening to, Spotify, K-pop, that shit will just shut down. And at that moment, she knows my mom turned my phone off.
Oh, I love
My
that.
mom turned my phone off.
Oh, Gina, you in trouble now.
Yeah, like I think the people, we should use these tools. Like you have to. Technology was created to help advance us, and now that we're so advanced, you just have to know how to use it. And because the kids are quick at it, you know, we're getting older. A lot of us smoke a lot of weed. Like we're not going to remember or grasp these things as easy, but we have to so that we can keep up with our kids, especially on the technology front.
But some of the parents, right, as they get to a certain age, they mind be not to advance technically. They be like, I gotta get my bag up. They just be trying to take care of their responsibilities.
Be a child is your primary responsibility.
Now I'm talking about when you get as an adult. They don't be like, yeah, let me learn the new apps and all that. But these kids, this is why these kids so advanced, because that's all they fucking doing. They not worrying about going to work, getting up early tomorrow. They like, fuck that, I can max out.
Because you have to remember, a lot of these kids, their parents are 15 to 25 years older than them. So they definitely know the technology and they're capable. Like my mother is 71. She's 23 years older than me. I'm 23 years older than my firstborn. So it's like, you're still kind of young in that, and you're only 2 generations away from them, and some of them are barely a full generation. They like a generation and a half ahead of their kids. So the problem isn't they not learning it. It's like if you can go on TikTok to do a TikTok with your daughter, you can definitely go on YouTube and learn how to work your $1,500 phone. Because what you got an IMAX 15 Pro for if you're not going to use it to the full capability?
Just so you can take butt shots and
just so your ass and your selfies could be in HD. Like that's crazy. There's a lot of people that have decided to monetize the fuckery they do online. Like there's apps called Bigo, B-I-G-O. People just
I just downloaded that.
girl,
I don't
ain't
know
nothing
what
on
it's
there.
about.
It's the ghetto.
Get on live
It's
and
the
you get
fucking
paid.
ghetto. People
Should
be
I
on there
delete it?
arguing.
I
They
do
be
get a kick out of that.
arguing and like it's entertainment. Like if
I
you
do get a
watch
kick out of
anything on Zeus TV, if you watch Bad Girls, anything, Bigo is for you because people do stuff. They like literally be pulling up on people to fight, like going live and stuff like that.
I seen people up there cursing people out.
Yeah, it happens. Like so, like if as a young parent, if that's the type of the stuff you're into, you need to be monetizing that, and you can get paid for that, which is why they do it on Bigo. Because people pay to watch people act ratchet and beat and tear down each other.
I downloaded it because I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing like yoga videos on there.
You can monetize everything on there.
To monetize, and if people will pay you a nice amount of money to see pictures of your feet and for your dirty underwear.
That's why I did have an OnlyFans page. I didn't really like do anything on there, but I really was about to start selling these feet. Don't judge me, judge your mom.
The girl off
There's
of
no
Bernie
love
Mac.
in the community. I definitely agree. I see
shout out
that.
to Kiki.
The fact that people are just like, your first reaction is to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no love. Like, you're not even thinking, what if, like, their parent, what if they retaliate and take me out? Now my mom is sad. Like, you excited.
Yeah.
They fucking kill niggas and go to the funeral. That shit fucks me up
Yeah.
right there. Like, you at the funeral and you shot that nigga?
And you shot that nigga.
Wow.
Like, there's no value for life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like these kids are numb to violence and numb to death. They have lost so many rappers that they love, friends that they love, like
Family members.
like my kids, my younger two kids alone. At one point, they were going to math, civics, and science charter school. There was like a kid from that school, at least one to maybe.
Oh, yeah.
They lost like a kid or two every year. And my
Every
kids
year.
knew these kids. Like one day, I swear to God, it was so heart-wrenching. I'm watching the news. And I turn on the news. It's 6 a.m. I'm about to wake my kids up to go to school. And I see that this kid is from math, civics, and science. And he just got killed. And I had to tell my son. And then he had to go to school and see that kid's empty desk. And I'm like, I'm distraught. I'm like, do you want to stay home? And my kid's like, no. Just another nigga. Niggas die every day, B. Like,
It's fucked up, but that's like, it's not on purpose. I promise you. People like,
they're desensitized.
after you lose so many people, it's like, all right, I'm gonna cry. We're gonna go to the funeral. He's still gonna be dead. It's like, what the fuck can you do besides chalk it most times?
And they're desensitized because a lot of people, they love their kids, but they don't raise their kids with love. I'm guilty of that. I'm not super affectionate.
Yeah, but you don't call your daughter a bitch. You don't.
That try not to. Sometimes it comes.
I mean, I have.
It slipped.
I have.
But that's
like,
just,
bitch, I'll fuck you up. Don't talk to me. Like, don't.
right.
But
I forgot who I'm talking to because I'm so mad.
No, but I'm talking about people who
Yeah,
that's the norm for them. Like, I
Yeah,
hear.
it's definitely not the norm.
I hate when I see
It's
women
not the
dropping their
norm.
baby off at the daycare and they like, motherfucker, come on.
Yeah, no, like it's not. It's
It's a
definitely.
2-year-old.
It's definitely you stepped on the very last nerve that I fucking had, and I'm already up here from life, and it just slipped because I always have to apologize afterwards. Yeah, I don't. But like people just aren't like people be like, I love my kids, but have you ever told your child I love you?
That
You
I
ever
told
give your
them.
kid a hug?
And
Yo,
how do you show love?
So it's funny because my entire family knows this. My sisters, they see my father, they see my dad, they hug him.
You give them the head nod.
It depends on how long it's been since I've seen my dad, what mood I am, where I am emotionally at that
Why
moment.
do you think that is? Why do you? Because you come from an
Because
affectionate family.
I don't recall being. I told my mom this one day as an adult. Therapy. People need to go to therapy. I told my mom this one day. I said, I don't recall you ever telling me like I love you. I don't recall it. I know she does.
Right.
She's always showed it. And I'm not going to say she's never said it. But like what I mean is I have friends every time they talk to their kid. I love you.
Yeah, I'm that.
B was
Every
talking to
time
his
I hang up
grown
the
ass son
phone.
on the show. They hung up. I love like, and the reason why I say I know I wasn't raised like that. My father did it often, was because I didn't do that to my kids. That's how I know because my son said it to me one day. But I was very huggy with him. Like he was my firstborn. He's a boy. Like I was affectionate in that way, but I never really said the words. My daughter, born on Valentine's Day, the symbol of everything love. She's the most.
God got
affectionate
away.
one.
He's like, I'm gonna force you to
She
say
brought
love.
that out on everybody. Yes, she brought it out on everybody. But like, I believe that has a lot to do with it. And if you're a young person, part of the reason why young people are in a position where they end up being pregnant and having kids is because they're looking for love that they're not shown in the house. That's another reason why
That
I say
was
it.
me.
They're
I
just
was
not.
guilty.
They're just not raised with love. You know your parents. You got food, clothing, and shelter.
Yeah.
You know you're loved,
Right.
but they don't say it.
Yeah.
My mom worked literally 2 jobs for so long that I can remember. But Because people be like, you just up and leave your kids anytime. You fucking right. I will go on vacation if I need it. Mental health breaks. You know what? They want to stay alive. I remember my mom working 2 jobs for the majority of my childhood, but I also know she took vacations. I know she went out with her friends. It wasn't like, fuck them kids. It was like, I provided for y'all. I told y'all what's what.
You need that
you
mental
know what
health
you need
day
to
for
do.
yourself.
And you could and I tell my kids the same thing. You can do whatever you want to do when you do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do first, so you can do what you want to do later.
Yep.
I tell that to my kids all the time, and I'm showing them, because it's times like I had to take certain jobs and I hated it. I'm like, I gotta do this because I gotta do what I gotta do so I can do what I want to do later. Well, listen, man, it's almost getting to the end of our show. So sad. I hate it when I have to come to this part. But this was awesome. Shout out to my family who showed up for me today. Kane Black, tell the people where they can find you at, bro.
Right here.
Renegade.
Right.
And I Rise. Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs. You can find me iRise17 on most social media. You can find me there. It doesn't mean I'll allow you to follow me. Of course, you can find me here Monday nights 5 to 6 over a drink. You can follow that on social media. I will follow back there, and I will allow you to follow me on Over a Drink. You can follow me at iRise Promo Life. You can follow me at High Rise 420, all things 420 culture.
Yeah.
And you can just, find me in these streets when the weather break.
Oh, she be outside. I keep telling her, just put me in her pocketbook, her book bag, or something. She be outside. She knows.
But most importantly, you can find me here Mondays 5 to 6.
That's right. I was here. Your show was awesome. So listen, people, thank y'all for tuning in on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in on the Glockaware app or on Twitch. Make sure you view, like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't get a chance to watch live, make sure you go back and view, like, share, and subscribe. You can download the Glockaware app. And I'm the Yoga Soldier, so the light in me honors and respects the light in each of you, man. Namaste.
Namaste.
Man, I'm a
Shout out to Nakia for watching.
Glockaware.